Hey y'all. So, I don't know if you read the description, but I just realized the internet here at my work is Starlink, which really sucks for streaming. So that's why my streams have the latency issues that they do. Sorry about that. Anyway, I'm watching this channel right now, so here we go.
You can even find this shit right here on YouTube. Yes, there are people uploading softcore fetish content and uncensored nipples on YouTube. Fucking wild. And I feel like the strategy here is to do this on more mainstream sites rather than the typical X sites because they know they wouldn't be nearly as popular competing with the other girls on those sites. Even when given their own category here on Twitch, this isn't Twitch. Even when given their own category on Twitch, they still invaded other sections of the site because they know when they invade other platforms, they don't have that competition. Or at least they didn't. Nowadays, more and more girls have caught on to the trend, and now that everyone's doing it, it's become super oversaturated. Once these girls find something that works, they just copy it over and over and over again. Like, have you ever noticed that every e-thought nowadays just looks like a clone of Belle Delphine? Oh yeah, I suppose I should mention e-girls. They make the funny porn face sometimes, I don't know.
Hey, shut the hell up.
So yeah, say what you want about Belle Delphine, but she was definitely a trendsetter in that regard. Most definitely a trendsetter. Um, and I may have grown to hate the trends that she set, and maybe you have too. But she done did set them.
Why are you telling me to shut up?
Both of y'all shut the fuck up. I'm trying to get this.
Anyways, this oversaturation has led to things becoming more competitive and girls doing weirder and more degenerate things to stay ahead. Pretty sure we all know about the bathwater at this point and other bodily fluids.
See, that really got me.
But by far the best trend I've seen is the TikTok dog girls.
Listen here. I don't like you. I am now going to bark at you. Woof, woof, bark, bark. Woof, 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 bark, bark. Woof, woof, woof.
They are absolutely in every cringe compilation I've ever seen.
Dog has some sort of disease. Gotta put it down. Believe it or not, this isn't the first time e-girls have dressed up and acted like dogs.
Did you just pee on the floor? Jenna, was this you? Bad girl, you know better than that. You pee outside.
I could honestly make an entire video dedicated to all the weird and depraved shit they've done.
Some adults had never got potty trained, and it shows.
Does he know the method? No way he knows the method. No way he...
When all else fails, sacrifice your dignity and sell your pussy pics on the internet for money. I could say a lot about OnlyFans because I swear on Allah, this website is a hotspot for some of the most nasty, degenerate women the Western world has to offer.
May Allah awaken the people and help them to see the evil doings of Israel.
I believe the competitive market is probably a big contributor to the rise of sites like OnlyFans, because sitting in front of a camera on Twitch isn't gonna cut it anymore. That well has run completely dry. Nowadays, if you want to make it in this industry, you gotta get fucking naked. I know there are probably a lot of other factors that led to the rise of OnlyFans, like the pandemic and the increase of lonely men, but regardless, it seems like so many girls on the internet nowadays think selling their nudes is a stable financial decision. Bitches will be a solid 2 out of 10 and think they're gonna get rich off OnlyFans. Nah. Most of the girls who sign up for these sites are under the impression they'll become a millionaire overnight, just like their favorite celebrity, simply by posting pictures of their tuna pit when, yeah, that really isn't the case.
See, Banksnap is wild because not only does she have a lot to say, but the visual content is dense. It is dense with memes. They got the memes.
In reality, most OnlyFans accounts actually fail, and most women who do make money often lie about how much they actually make. This isn't true for absolutely everybody, but most of these girls do not make nearly as much as they say they do online. And a lot of these get-rich-quick stories you're seeing are actually just recruitment schemes. They're fabricated lies and stories to recruit unsuspecting girls who are morally depraved and stupid enough to throw away their dignity for da bag, when the sad reality is that most of these efforts end in failure. Most of these girls are broke and struggling, and that ever-growing competitive market really isn't helping.
Broke nigga alert. Broke nigga alert. Broke nigga alert.
You know it's bad when an ugly bitch is posting her fucking Cash App, OnlyFans, every fucking link she has in her damn pinned tweet and Twitter bio. Begging for money and plugging her OnlyFans under every tweet that pops off, advertising.
Damn, I guarantee you girls call Bang Snap a pick-me. Guaranteed. And I don't feel that way. But I can just tell from what I'm seeing in these videos, people are definitely saying that.
Herself like a prostitute on a street corner. No one's buying your OnlyFans, dumbass. Shut up and get the fuck off my timeline. And this doesn't even begin to mention all the other
AI
problems
covers are
OnlyFans
great.
causes for these girls. Mental health issues, dating struggles, family relationships, future employment, as well as a bunch of other shit. But I mean, like, have you tried not selling your nudes for money? Maybe don't be a degenerate next time, I don't know. I'll expand more on this in a future video, but for now I'm gonna move on.
Yes, mistress. I am your beta boy. I will do anything for you. I promise I'll send the $400 over. I'll send more jerking off clips. I'll jerk off while
Of course, your average e-thought wouldn't be complete if it weren't for her army of simps awaiting her beck and call for absolutely nothing in return.
Classic.
These guys are so down bad, bro. They're so thirsty. I really wish guys on the internet weren't so fucking horny. Y'all enable shit like this to happen, okay? The TikTok dog girls are your fault! Okay, so I feel as though this is part of a much larger issue, but a lot of guys nowadays, especially guys on the internet, are complete fucking cumbrains.
Holy fuck.
Honestly, so many of them have really, really bad addictions, and I don't think people realize just how bad it actually is.
But I met a girl who's a streamer. I went up to her, I hugged her, and I came in my pants.
I saw that. I seen that. Who hasn't seen that? Wow.
But I mainly want to focus on how this is related to e-thoughts and these weirdly parasocial relationships they've developed, because most of these sites took the epidemic of lonely men and pretty much capitalized off of that, with most of these guys not being in the best place mentally. They're lonely, desperate, they have poor relationship skills, they don't shower, which upsets me personally, and as previously mentioned, they have very, very, very severe porn addictions. And these sites essentially take advantage of that just to make a profit. Think about it this way. Why pay for this stuff when there's a seemingly unlimited amount of free and arguably better content online? Why spend money on someone's OnlyFans when you can just watch fat bitches fighting over food on the internet for free? Pick up the phone! Because they're lonely as shit, that's why. Not only are they paying for the lewd pics, they're also paying for the interaction. They think they're receiving some special attention from these women, so they'll donate thousands to drink their piss or smell their pubes and defend their favorite e-girl till kingdom come. They think a big donation is gonna get them some pussy when that really isn't the case. They delude themselves into thinking the models they're watching actually know or care about them, when in reality, they're donating hundreds of dollars to someone who wouldn't care if they got hit by a fucking bus tomorrow. And what's even weirder is I don't think these guys really care about that. The only thing they really care about is their hedonistic desires. All they want is that sweet, juicy dopamine hit and getting any sort of social interaction from something remotely female. For example, it was revealed recently that Amaranth is creating an AI version of herself to chat with her fans, and I'm gonna be honest, bro, this shit is for fucking losers. Guys who do this shit are fucking pathetic. If you get to this point, I mean, I personally think you should be lobotomized, but I may have another solution.
SpongeBob's house, SpongeBob speaking.
My tip creaming right now, my tip sticky.
Hey guys, Dr. Bangsnap here. Are you experiencing the following symptoms?
I'm done with you. You're such a piece of garbage.
Are you suffering from chronic masturbation, negative riz, and acute micropenis? Are you a tier 3 sub donating hundreds of dollars of your income just for your favorite e-girl to notice you? From my diagnosis, you may be suffering from simping disease, but do not fear, my friend, because I have a cure. Here's my proven method to
I
get
don't
over
want to be a
simping.
simp.
First, you take a loaded gun. Okay, so I want you to close your eyes and imagine the following scenario. Your favorite e-girl just chillin'. She just ate some real spicy food and it's not agreeing with her. Her tummy's grumbling and she gotta go to the bathroom and take a shit. Not just any ordinary shit. I'm talking a mean, green, cream supreme with extra steam. I'm talking about that double dookie deluxe with triple Hershey squirts, wet and dry. This bitch has constipation and diarrhea at the same time. Face turning red, sweating like she's about to pass
Hey,
out.
I saw
moaning
that
from
one
the
already.
pain, grunting from the prolapse.
We saw that one on
Her
yesterday's
groundless is a
stream.
fully naked type of shit. Just imagine her squeezing that toilet clogger out of her chocolate starfish like she's about to pop the nastiest anal fissure the world has ever seen. Gentlemen,
Why am I picturing this?
tonight we feast.
No.
Okay, hopefully by imagining this scenario, you are disgusted to the point where you are no longer attracted to this person. Your simping should be cured. No need to
Oh,
thank
was
me.
that-
If this doesn't work, or worse, you're
Was
turned
that
on
the
by
goal
this,
of that
I
training
recommend
exercise?
going to therapy. Euthanasia also works. And remember, if everyone does their part, we can help stop the spread of simping. So Fauci-tastic. Anyways, I hope this helped, and I hope you liked this video. Before I go, I just want to say thank you for the recent interactions on
I can't stand the way YouTube did this. Like, every YouTuber is always telling us to like and subscribe. Why on earth do the buttons need to glow when they tell you to? It's like YouTube saying, hey, buddy, we know you use our platform all day. We just want you to know that we think you're so stupid that when people tell you to like and subscribe, which you've done countless times before, we're going to show you where those buttons are. You might have forgotten. Maybe you never really made a mental note of it. Maybe you're so brain dead that you've hit that button in the past without even realizing it. Maybe.
my videos, and also thank you for 100 subs. We are on the road to overtake Mr. Beast and President Obama.
I think
But for real
Bang
though, it
Snap
means
is
a lot.
already... I think you've got more subscribers than Mr. Beast right now, right? What, you got 56.8 thousand? What's Jimmy Beast at? What's Mr. Donald's? What's... Okay, he has... Oh, hold on. 341 million. How many? You'll get there. Yeah. You'll get there. We'll all get there. We'll all get the chance to be Mr. Beast one day. Your time will come. You will be elected Mr. Beast. Eventually.
Hey guys, I'm back! Oops. So I kind of had a lot of trouble making this video because I didn't know how to tackle the topic of TikTok. It's just such an insanely massive platform with so much happening that it's hard to summarize. There are so many trends and different types of content that tend to overlap with each other. I honestly feel like some of these trends had enough crazy shit going on that I could make an entirely separate video on each of them. There was just so much I wanted to talk about, and the vast amount of slop content I've seen can't easily be put into words.
SpongeBob SquarePants toothpaste to clean my teeth.
I just didn't know how to approach it or where to start. I mean, I suppose I could talk about how the app is being used by the Chinese Communist Party to spy on people, gather information off
Avoided this kind of content up to this point. Even if you look at my YouTube watch history, a lot of times it's 10, 20, 30 minutes, an hour. I've watched 2-hour videos. I don't play around with shorts too much. I try to stay with long form stuff, you know, because I started off with a short attention span, so you know I want it to be better than that. So I don't want to rot my brain, you know, but still, it has gotten worse over time, even with that moderate. Hello. Maybe, yeah, I don't remember what I was saying, so.
Ill people embarrass themselves on the internet for fun. So let's talk about all the degenerates I found while looking through this app. This stuff is kind of hard to categorize, but I gave it my best shot. For the sake of this video, I'm going to break this down into two types of degenerate content. The first part is what I call the mentally ill content, and it's basically people acting like terminally online losers, doing or saying stupid, depraved shit that ranges from relatively embarrassing to making me trends. They will literally do the dumbest shit for even the smallest crumb of clout. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the mentally ill content, and I'll save the other stuff for another video. Got it? Okay, let's go. TikTok is a prime example of why you don't give mentally unstable people unrestricted access to the internet. So many people with untreated problems will go on this app and fall into these weird online communities that are just filled with degenerates, who constantly tell you that a lot of the stupid and depraved shit they do is okay when it's not. As a result, a lot of those untreated problems never get resolved. If anything, they manifest and get worse, as these people engage in self-destructive behavior that basically just fucks up their life and ruins them mentally to the point where they can't function in the real world anymore. Something, toaster fucking metaphor. Seriously, this has become such a huge issue on the internet, I'm surprised there isn't a name for it yet. And TikTok is no exception to this. So today I wanted to look into these communities of degenerates and see what kind of awful videos they post. Because there are just groups of people on TikTok who will do some of the most abhorrent, depraved shit, post it publicly for the world to see, and then act as if no one is allowed to criticize or judge them ever. And then you got the motherfucker who will tell you to just let people enjoy things, and then the things that they enjoy are shitting and pissing themselves while wearing a diaper, lollies, feet, not showering, League of Legends, smoking meth probably. Yeah, nah bro, I'm gonna judge you for that shit. Sorry, but people like this have ruined any validity this phrase once had. As Thomas Jefferson once said, if a goofy ass nigga be on that dumb shit, a man is not only right to clown that, he is obligated to do so. Don't get me wrong, I don't want to hate on someone because they like something, but people tend to forget that there's a difference between liking certain things and being an absolute fucking degenerate on the internet. I do want to distinguish between content that is embarrassing and dumb, but overall harmless, to content that is genuinely depraved and concerning. I really wanted to dig deep and find some of the worst communities and trends this side.
Oh, let me guess. That was just a reused sound. At the risk of sounding like a total boomer here, that's so annoying. The TikTok, reusing sounds on TikTok thing is so annoying, man. I know original content died a long time ago, but come on. It's at the point where I will be watching meme compilations or seeing posts so far removed from TikTok, and yet it's got a reused sound. I don't even know half the time. Is that the original audio? Is it just a reused sound? See, that one was tricky because that made me think for a second that person had people that didn't find them insufferable. Keeping them company. And I'm starting to believe that's not the case. Let me see here. See that whole, I mean, that's funny, right? But no, let's see the whole thing again.
But overall harmless to content that is genuinely depraved and concerning. I really want.
I got straight up audio of a baby. You're not a baby. I'm sorry. You're not a baby. Stop trying to act like one. It's not cute. It's not endearing. Keep it to yourself. There was a time where we had to keep our fetishes to ourselves, and I wonder if maybe we were doing the human race a disservice by allowing people to be so shameless.
I wanted to dig deep and find some of the worst communities and trends this side of TikTok had to offer. And after doing some searching, I am honestly a bit concerned for the future of our society. But I do want to get that out of the way before I dissect some of the trends I found on this disease-ridden app. I know I'm probably not going to get to everything, but I picked the ones that I thought were the most interesting to talk about. Some are a bit worse than others. With that said, I feel like I've fallen down some sort of rabbit hole.
Oh, and I know people are going to accuse me of not talking out of turn, so I'm just going to say I am definitely not neurotypical. That should be clear to you. I don't know what I am. I'm definitely not neurotypical, so don't take this as punching down. I am, if anything, I'm punching at an equal level or punching up, because I'm not gonna lie, I got some problems. Some cognitive problems.
Enjoy. So I'm not sure if this is considered a trend or not, but people on TikTok
Brain rot
are really
memes are
fucking
too good.
with this. I feel like a lot of people on
Can I just say that the advent of the unfunny becoming funny in the mainstream is my favorite, because that's just how I am in general. I got a customer. I'll be right back. Thank you, Starlink, for the lovely internet connection. Look, I think fat shaming is not great, but okay.
here don't bother taking care of their physical appearance at all.
I just think water is really, really disgusting. I only like physics.
Hey yo, is that pyrocynical? Okay, I'll pull up. Anyways, I feel like a lot of people on TikTok either don't really take care of themselves or they go out of their way to look like this. But I mainly want to talk about the Abby BLM ACAB 14-year-old ZZM phenotype, and this is why I said I wasn't sure if this was a trend or not, because it's not really bad genetics. Like I said, they will intentionally make themselves look as violently hideous as possible, and I'm not entirely sure why, to be honest with you. They range from relatively normal looking to what I can only describe as a physical manifestation of mental illness. Social media has just ruined these people.
It's been a thing since I was in high school, too, like early 2010s easily.
They have this dyed hair that is cut and styled in the shittiest way possible. Literal picture definition of a yee-ass haircut. Kill your fucking barber. Most of these people look like they've never touched a hairbrush in their fucking life. They oftentimes have this crazy or smug look to them. They look very deranged or rabid, and this isn't helped by the fact that their makeup looks like fucking dog ass.
Yeah.
God forbid any of these people leave their fucking house. I should also mention the piercings, the disastrous eyebrows or lack thereof for some reason, and the atrocious fucking drip. These people have no idea how to dress themselves. Not a fucking clue. Speaking of drip, fit check! These people also fucking stink in real life. Like, they smell really bad.
Never have I ever. Crusty edition. Taking a shower and putting the same clothes back on. Not shower for more than a week.
They openly admit to not showering and having really bad personal hygiene problems. Now I look at these people and I can just tell they smell like unwashed ass and garlic. They fucking reek.
Excuse me.
Non-gender conforming Zayminin Latinx queen.
I hope my horrible ugliness won't be a distraction to you.
Not at all, boy!
And you know when they pull up like this, you're about to hear some real dumbass shit. These people have some of the worst fucking opinions I have ever heard in my life.
If you're white and you think that your opinion should be shared.
Bro, these are the unemployed, smelly ass losers spending all day posting dumbass shit on Twitter.
Look, I don't necessarily think my opinion should be shared, but I want to make a living sharing my opinions, so I'm hoping other people think otherwise.
This is what they look like in real life. Goofy. These people are also extremely entitled, just completely self-absorbed and narcissistic.
My toxic trait is that I feel like a literal god when I look this hot. Like, how is this not, like, am I not worth worshipping? I am.
So I decided to do the little string thing all the gals are doing. I'm hot as fuck.
So cute.
Suffer.
My pronouns are she, her, they, them, or your grace. My eyes are tattooed. My nose is a piercing. I identify as a threat.
My nose is a piercing.
So please bow down to me. I do not believe in God. I don't worship the devil. But yes, I am a Satanist, which means I am my own god and I worship.
I don't believe in the God, but I don't worship the devil. But yes, I am a Satanist. There are multiple things wrong with that statement. Just to clear things up, first of all, you don't believe in God. That's good. That's on you. That's very clear by how you present yourself. Second of all, you don't worship the devil. Okay. Hard to believe just by looking at you. But, okay, I'll take your word for it. Third point, you're a Satanist. Well, that kind of takes away your second point, doesn't it? I don't care what you say about LaVeyan Satanism. It's not really worshiping the devil. It's worshiping your sense of self. Guess what, buddy? Worshiping your sense of self is the definition of worshiping the devil. In the lore, the devil's main problem was that he glorified himself over God. You think you're your own God? That's great. That's really good for you. That is, unfortunately, devil worship. Whether or not you believe in it, you are fueling the fire of the devil's machinations. So, yeah.
Worship myself. Thank you. Have a good day.
Self-worship is devil worship.
If my pronoun was Z, you would say Jeffrey is a brilliant thinker. Z is one of the most attractive people I've ever seen.
Okay, so I'm like hot, right?
Hell no.
I gift these hot pics to the world, and no one ever slides into my DMs.
Hate to break it to you, but y'all look stupid as shit.
But if I slid into your DMs, you'd be mad. You'd be pissed, actually.
And I do want to reiterate, these people actively choose to look like this. Out of all the styles they could have gone with, they chose to look like a fucking idiot. I cannot believe we traded cute emo girls for this shit, and
It's like the classic saying, like, you can be anything in the world that you want to be, and you chose to be a dipshit. You know, it's the same concept.
They chose to look like a fucking idiot. I cannot believe we traded cute emo girls for this shit, and I fully blame the Rothschilds.
Yeah, I'm pissed.
First up is the
Oh, and that's not even a bad-looking woman.
and I fully blame the Rothschilds.
What is she doing? What is she doing? Diapers make me feel so comfortable. Okay. Clearly that's helping you deal with some issues. I'm not gonna bully you.
First up is the diaper thing. I do not vibe with the diaper thing. So if you don't know, this trend is most commonly referred to as little space, and it's basically people who act like babies by doing this thing they call age regressing.
Thank you. I know it's pretty progress. I do the wings.
So they spend money.
I do the wings.
More people need to use this one in particular.
So they spend money on baby clothes they wear, pacifiers to suck on, baby bottles, coloring books, and of course, the diapers. And if you're wondering, yes, they do in fact use the diapers. Don't ask me how I know this. Okay, I've seen some shit. That pun was not intended.
If I don't wear pants and you don't wear pants and one of us starts to pee.
Little space capitalists be like, pull yourself up by that diaper straps. Shout out to my crinkle queens. We wear diapers for life. We also have baby furs and diaper furs, which are just furries that wear diapers and act like babies.
I'll say it again. Please end airing your fetish out on the internet. The internet was meant for us to share ourselves in the same way we do in a public space. Like, for example, I'm this insufferable in public as well, right? The internet was never designed for us to act out of pocket compared to how we're allowed to act in real life. You know, your TikTok isn't this private space where your degeneracy only reaches your audience. Like, we're all gonna see it. Like, you might as well go right out onto the main street of whatever town you live in and do this shit while people drive by. Like,
Bro, what the fuck are you doing? Also, while I'm aware that this isn't the case for everybody who does this, a lot of the people who do this kind of thing do it for those reasons. Yes, those reasons.
I'm coming.
I really shouldn't have to explain why this is disgusting. This trend is actually surprisingly common too. Like, someone you know might be doing this. 2 of my friends did this. It's very gross and I don't like it. Moving on.
I'm putting my extremely profoundly disabled 7-year-old into a residential facility so I can forget he exists.
and let me say too, because this one right here, this is something I did technically. Like, I've never said I was diagnosed with something I wasn't, but at times when I was lonely and I thought I needed validation and people around me, like, I might have flaunted diagnoses that may or may not be accurate, that I thought were accurate at the time, for the same reason these people are doing it. So, you know, I'm guilty of this. And I think my point with that was just, you know, you might see me condemning a lot of behavior and talking a lot of crap over here. First of all, I'm not doing it from a place of hate. I'm doing it from a place of trying to educate people and share my opinion and maybe find other people who agree with my viewpoint. But I'm not talking from a place of talking down to people or condemning people in that sense. You know, because I'm guilty of a lot of this stuff too, but I grew out of it. I grew up and I grew out of it. And I think that's kind of, in essence, what I'm trying to get at here is a lot of us need to take a step back and grow up and grow out of some of this behavior because it's not mature and it's not acceptable, really.
Next up is faking mental disorders. You've most likely seen this trend before, and I feel as though the reason why is because it's become super widespread on TikTok. It's to suffer from mental disorders on this app. They've glamorized these disorders to the point that it's now seen as a quirky thing to have OCD, autism, DID, or ADHD, or Tourette's or something.
Funko Pops are for ADHD golden retriever boys, while Squishmallows are for autistic submissive gays.
What are you talking about?
Boys, while Squishmallows are
OCD, autism, DID, or ADHD, or Tourette's or something.
Funko Pops are for ADHD golden retriever boys, while Squishmallows are for autistic submissive gays.
Both of those products are designed for children, actually. Just so you know. And those labels can't describe children because those are labels that we shouldn't prescribe to children. Okay.
What are you talking about, cracker? Fuck you!
I assume they do this because they want clout or sympathy you ever gave them.
Be back. All right, boys and grills, I have returned.
Any interest they might have, any small thing they do, they think is a symptom of autism or ADHD or something. They'll mimic certain aspects of the disorders, like imitating tics and stimming and stuff. There are people on here who pretend to have DID, which is apparently a really popular one, and they'll make all their personalities or alters these cool edgy anime characters or Minecraft YouTubers.
Sin City was made for you.
And let's not forget giving our alters cool, quirky pronouns like doll self and ghost self.
Another one of our alters, Gabe, he also uses ghost self sometimes. He could technically be considered a ghost because of his source, but also because of his source, he doesn't consider himself a
Number
ghost.
15, twerking chicken. The twerking chicken tries to give you a boner.
However, I think by far the worst thing about this trend is that a lot of the people who fake these disorders use them as an excuse to do some deplorable or stupid shit, and they basically do this to label any sort of judgment against them as ableist. Using kitty self pronouns, acting like an actual fucking child, or just straight up not showering. Just say it's a trait of your self-diagnosed ADHD or autism, and now anyone who criticizes you is immediately ableist. And again, most of these people aren't autistic or anything like that. They're just saying that so they can use it as an excuse to act like a degenerate loser on TikTok.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Guys, I'm so autistic. Lol, I'm so ADHD coded. Ooh. Not me hyperfixating on insert basic interest here. I'm so neurodivergent and quirky.
I self-diagnosed myself with 20 different disorders I saw on TikTok.
Guys, I have DID and I have 20 different alters that are based on my favorite anime characters and Minecraft YouTubers. One of my alters is based on dweeb, and their dweeb gender and their pronouns are ooh shelf. Positive comments only or you're ableist. You neurotypical people are so boring. They would never understand me. Here are all my favorite tics, guys. Anyways, guys, watch me stim. LMAO, I am totally stimming right now. Please, for the love of God, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, just stop.
Come on. And these, what do you think?
The Lexi gender, allosexual,
Lexi gender.
toric, feminomoric, trixic.
That's not the same as gender fluid, right?
Cake gender. Prince,
A Libra
Prince
fluid.
self, bunny, bunny self, and blood, blood self.
For the love of
Gender. Prince, Prince
What testosterone does to a motherfucker.
self, bunny, bunny self, and blood, blood self.
For the love of God!
About emoji pronouns.
Bun self pronouns.
Fae, fair, fairs pronouns.
Fairy self. Be self.
I use they demon pronouns.
Fae self pronouns.
Ghost self pronouns.
Bug wanted to go to the store by Bug self.
Hey, paints self pronouns.
For the love of God!
Make it stop.
Rat's pronouns. Noun self pronoun. Frog self pronouns.
They, veer, vids.
Airs neopronouns.
Fun pronouns. Gender floret and gender fae.
Void self, enders, enders.
This just comes off to me as people who desperately want to be interesting, but whether or not they've accepted it or admitted it to themselves, they're not. And instead of finding an interest or something that makes you interesting and therefore gets you the attention that you want, you make something up so that then you can feel good about having to explain it to another person, like you're educating them or teaching them about some facet of reality that they've never witnessed or experienced. But it's not reality. It's a total fictional narrative and it's delusion. And by explaining this stuff to people who are not in your position, you're actually actively acting as an info hazard. Kinda crazy, I must say.
Self. Death self. Pixel self. Vile.
I can't even pronounce my own pronouns.
Time to go through all of these terms, but I do want to highlight xenogenders and xenopronouns. It's basically people who use pronouns like bun self, kitty self, pizza self, daddy self, fart self, and so on. This Creature, for
Or
example,
self.
identifies as rat gender and uses rat self pronouns. I use rat pronouns because I'm autistic. Oh my fucking god! There are people in these replays calling others ableist for not supporting someone identifying as a rat because this person claims to be autistic. Guys, I'm actually so fucking done right now. This person identifies as cat gender. They also have really bad personal hygiene. Big shock. Fuck, I'm cat gender. I use he and yeah, fur, purse pronouns. This person is using God pronouns. This person is using pronouns that are just emojis. This person identifies as a doll. Like, their gender is literally just a doll.
Quandale Dingle here.
This person is fucking dream gender. Fucking bluey gender? What the fuck? Honestly, it's not even the genders. These people just have a weird obsession with labels that I don't fucking understand.
I'm Cody, pronouns em, ers, or zem, zers, or really any neo pronouns that aren't z, her, hers. I am a white, transmasculine, femme, non-binary, temporarily mostly able-bodied, neurodivergent, obsessive-compulsive, chronically ill, culturally Jewish, Unitarian Universalist, non-monogamous, demi-low romantic, gray demi-bisexual, survivor of acute and complex
I know they're not the first person to say culturally Jewish, but culturally Jewish. Very, very funny. Just from an ideological perspective.
trauma, millennial, and cat parent.
Can I back this up?
Survivor of acute and complex universalist, neurodivergent, obsessive compulsive, chronically ill, culturally Jewish, Unitarian Universalist, non-monogamous, demi-low romantic, gray demi-bisexual, survivor of acute and complex trauma, millennial, and cat parent in mental health recovery.
Yeah, I'm not
That
referring
is
to anyone.
100% my reaction to all this content. 100%. Oh my gosh.
With no poop self pronouns or whatever dumb shit these people make up. If you want to hate me for that, go ahead. I really don't fucking care. And no, it's not exclusionary or discriminatory to not want to refer to someone with toilet self-pronouns. Stop being a terminally online loser, please. They really just be out here calling other people ignorant or judgmental because someone told them Among Us gender wasn't valid. Like, nah, that's not how it works. I hate to break it to y'all, but this shit is fucking stupid, okay? It's fucking dumb. This type of thing used to be a fucking joke. They make these super aggressive rant-style TikToks demanding to be referred to as poop demon self. Like, nah, bro, I'm good, thanks. I do have more to say about this, though, but I'll save it for another video.
I think YouTube is starting to shovel me lolcow content. Like, it thinks that's what I want to watch. I do watch it, but mostly just because it's hard for me to look away and not click.
At everyone, please do not announce to the server.
This one's gonna be good, because I already just told you how I feel about this.
When you are going to go masturbate.
People on TikTok are very open about their, desires.
Hello.
Proclivities.
I am now the toilet. Come and piss on me.
Pardon, nigga.
There's an entire tag on the site called this, and it's pretty self-explanatory. I can't really go into much detail. There are people
I missed that. I gotta...
explanatory. I can't
When you're a good girl and finally get your dog bowl latte at the King Cafe. Degeneracy. To the highest caliber. You guys remember that old meme from Futurama of Farnsworth? Like, I don't want to live on this planet anymore. Do you guys remember that?
can't really go into much detail. There are people on this website who dress up like dogs for pleasure.
Hey there, here's 3 things that are essential during puppy play.
Number 1,
Puppy
make sure
play.
you get lots of pets. I love it.
Is that when
behind
you
the
play
ear,
with your
on top of the
puppies?
head, but watch out for the tail. Number 2, the last thing I want is a yucky water bowl. And number 3, if there's other puppies in the area, you better hold on to my leash tight, because I might get a little out of control.
Don't you feel silly? Don't you feel stupid? Don't you feel a little ashamed?
My dad.
Is that Sam Hyde? Someone I know who doesn't really like me that much told me at one point that they thought I would like Sam Hyde. I'm not completely aware of what that means culturally, but if you are, then just know that about me. Somebody I know thought I would like Sam Hyde.
Dad's been watching me wear cat ears since I was a child. What the actual fuck did she mean by this? This is Zam over here is into vomit.
Hi, do you want to do vomit stuff? Sure, I enthusiastically consent. Let's get naked.
Me as fuck.
That's hot. Do it again.
This whole tag is people posting all the weird shit that they're into. Either that or they're just being horny as fuck.
White guys, I'm in love with your farts. I'm in love with white guys' farts. I'm
Oh,
in love with white
okay.
guys' farts. I'm in love with white guys' farts.
If you're white, I hope white privilege in. Leave me a fuck all about black fart later. I'm fucking sick of you.
My pussy's wet. I want to lick my pussy.
Will you be showing your... I hope you've been showing your pussy tonight, baby.
Be my master, Big Daddy Craig. Be my master.
This shit is so stupid. Why even is content on the internet anymore? Why is it? Why? Why? This is just crazy.
I want to lick my pussy.
Will you be showing your... I hope you've been showing your pussy tonight, baby.
Black fart later. I'm fucking sick of you.
My pussy's wet. I want to lick my pussy.
Will you be showing your... I hope you've been showing your pussy tonight, baby.
Be my master, Big Daddy Craig. Be my master, Big Daddy Craig. Be my master, Big Daddy Craig.
You can fucking use me as a fuck doll the whole day and like literally fuck my throat until I can't breathe, but then I want to be cuddled like a baby after.
What the fuck is this Mexican ass shit?
Oh, honey, having sex and not eating ass is like opening a yogurt and not licking the lid.
That's cool and all, but I don't see a reason for you to post this kind of thing publicly for anyone to see, with your whole face and everything. This type of shit used to be private, or at least a kind of thing publicly for anyone to see, with your whole face and everything. This type of shit used to be private, or at least anonymous, but nowadays you got some fucker on TikTok like, hey guys, it's Ace Puppy Wolf Chan, pronouns vor self, and welcome back to my TikTok.
My
Today,
point
we are
exactly.
discussing diaper puppy play.
I just took an online king test. Turns out I'm 100% a pet. Yeah.
What?
I'm sorry, but why do you have a dog collar on? Well, how do I explain this? It's more of like a kink. A dog collar was like the only thing that could like fit me right now.
I don't even think it's the fetishes themselves, at least for the most part.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
I think it's mainly the fact that they thought it was a good idea to get dressed up in bondage and make goofy ass videos talking about how they want to be fucked in the ass or something.
We love casting spells.
Dude, if you want to be tied up and pissed on in the comfort of your own home, that's fantastic. You go right the fuck ahead and do that, buddy. But other people don't want to see that shit. I don't care about your fucking piss fetish, dude. And for the love of God, please stop doing this shit in public.
Do the dab on the furry haters? Sure.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good.
When you opened today, was that couch already leaning up against our building?
No, I didn't see a couch when I walked in this morning. Guys, I'm so good at my job. People love me. I make people so happy. Okay. Pretend I didn't almost break my vape. I got spooked when the door opened. Forgive me. I didn't realize people were going to come into the building while I was working. Fudge.
Okay, so this next trend is called Otherkin, or at least I think it's
Not
Otherkin.
Otherkin.
Sometimes it
Put 'em
is,
away.
and sometimes it isn't. Some people call it Alterhuman. I don't know, it's a bit confusing. Basically, it's when people identify as non-human creatures.
My name is Horus, and I'm a red-tailed hawk. In our world, I do have the body of a hawk, but while fronting, I consider myself a Therian, because I am in a human body, but my identity is still a hawk. I am doing consider myself a Therian.
Steve Smith
because
looking
I am
ass
in a
nigga.
human body, but my identity is still a
No,
hawk.
wait.
I am doing
I'm not allowed to say that. Oh no, I have to end the stream. Shit. I wasn't thinking, boys. I wasn't thinking. Alright. I'm not going to end the stream here, but I am going to cut that part out. Because, and I'm not trying to hide it, I did read the N-word out loud on that meme. And I'm sorry. I read it before I realized what was going on. I will cut that out. And you would never know if I didn't just tell you right now. Okay? Alright.
doing my best to come to terms with living in a human body. Hawk. I am doing my best to be a Therian, because I am in a human body, but my identity is still a hawk. I am doing my best to come to terms with living in a human body. Gotta make this quick because we have to leave for therapy in like 8 minutes. But in high school we used to call ourselves an alien, like genuinely and seriously call ourselves an alien, because we did not feel like we fit in with our peers. We felt very isolated. We felt very different from them. It's because we're autistic.
Typically it's animals, but other times it's mythical creatures like elves, dragons, aliens, angels, vampires, and demons and stuff.
Starseeds are alien consciousness born into human bodies. Because of our unique energy signatures, we have pretty hard lives. Being a starseed is a super lonely
I'm a
experience.
starseed.
It
I
feels
understand
like
the struggle.
understands you, and it feels like your family is far away and
My family's like 17 galaxies from here, man. It would be so hard for me to contact them.
And it's filled with people who think that they're witches. They pretend
What
to
was that?
and stuff. This is actually a site called
Performing a hex against my friends when a new deity pops in. Okay. Alright, cast your hexes, girl. Cast them. I hope it works out for you.
there's a viral tag on the website called Witch Talk, and it's filled with people who think that they're witches. They pretend
None of you are witches. And those of you who aren't making witch talks. Okay. Okay.
tend to hex people and stuff. This is actually funny as fuck. We have Fictionkin, which is basically people who believe that they are incarnations of a fictional character.
Professor X and Magneto. How did you know that you were definitely from the same canon?
Memories that like we both shared that we talked about.
Yeah, or like we trigger each other's memories.
Yeah, I'll bring up a memory and then he'll like remember it later.
Number 6. Man urinates on fellow passenger for not being allowed to smoke.
Also related, this next trend is called trans species or Therian. It's a subgroup of Otherkin, and it's basically people who identify as animals.
On all levels except physical, I'm
not trying to be a fanboy here, but I know I've already said this. I want to say it again. Shout out to Bang Snap's to content. Like, shout out to Bang Snap. Mint. These videos are mint, and not everyone has the balls to make them, so.
Remember back in 2016 when everyone thought this was dumb? Yeah, me too. Anyways, you have an entire group of people
Based.
who genuinely believe
Unironically
and they're like
based.
pretending to be animals or thinking animals are cool. No. They genuinely think that they're animals stuck in human bodies. These people claim to have species dysphoria. I'm not kidding.
I know and I have a fundamental understanding that I am overall human. I just enjoy connecting to my animal identity. I experienced something called species dysphoria. Keep in mind, dysphoria is not trans exclusive, nor is Therianthropy
Sorry, I
being
just
a
got that
Therian
mask.
a gender identity. It is a psychological/spiritual identity that
See, I'm gonna be honest. Usually, I see black people are usually the more woke ones. I guess it is true what they say that race knows no bounds because I'm used to only seeing white people this fucking crazy, but just like anything else, it's not exclusive to white people. That anyone can be this fucking crazy. Anyone at all.
That it affects my life and my day-to-day immensely.
Please go to therapy. Okay, so this is the part where it gets a little confusing because apparently there's a bunch of different types of Therian, and they also claim to shift, which means that they mentally and physically feel their animal form taking over or something. And sometimes this is uncontrollable. This is such schizophrenic bullshit.
Yeah, that reminds me, one time on my 14th birthday, one of the kids who said he was going to bring some weed, he actually brought Spice. You guys remember Spice? It was K2. What K2 was. We all smoked it. We had no idea. Like, we knew it was synthetic weed. Like, it was supposed to get you high. We thought it was a high similar to smoking weed. None of us had tripped at that time. And even after the fact, we didn't really realize we had tripped. But trust me, it was a trip. The only reason I'm reminded of that is because when we smoked Spice, like on my 14th birthday, I totally spent like half an hour in the bathroom looking at the mirror and going like, "Rawr." Like I thought I was a werewolf. I was like, finally, I've realized my true identity. I'm a werewolf, and I'm just gonna growl at myself in the mirror for half an hour. That's the energy I get off these guys. Big K2 energy.
Bullshit.
Might just tear you to shreds.
Keep in mind, if what I'm saying
I'm
seems
scared.
confusing, that's because it is. There are a bunch of different made-up names and weird terminology for this shit, and a lot of what I found was very inconsistent and straight-up contradictory. I literally had to look up the Therian wiki, and even then, it says that a lot of this stuff is disputed. I hope whoever's watching this realizes the mental distress and agony I have gone through during this video making process. You've also probably noticed similarities between this and other things previously mentioned, and my theory is that whether this type of behavior becomes a lifestyle, a belief, or a fetish depends solely on how badly that person was neglected as a child. Or whatever rabbit hole they fall down first. I don't know.
Cheers!
Femboy.
This might be a rabbit hole worth going down. That might be a milkshake worth drinking.
Femboys. They moving.
You guys remember Femboy Hooters? Can we please have Femboy Hooters? Thank you.
Femboys. They moving on.
Yeah, sometimes when I'm lonely, I stick my dick in baloney.
This next section is just a bunch of small miscellaneous things because people on TikTok really don't know when to stop and think before embarrassing themselves on camera and then posting it for millions to see. Honestly, too many people on this app remind me of Chris Chan. That is not a good thing.
When a girl doesn't want to date.
This is something I've seen quite a lot of. It's when people try and look super tough on the internet.
You're going to stop recording us.
What the hell are you doing up there, bud? I'm gonna need you to get down, bud.
Stop recording us. No, sir.
You. Calm down, partner.
Why are you on your knees?
Get down, boy. Get down.
Yeah, hold on. Is he about to throw hands?
Why are you on your knees? Get down, boy. Get down.
I gotta read that text. That was too good. Bruh, she knows one of the goofy ass motherfuckers behind her just did some dumbass shit. Yeah, how'd she know that though? Like, Is she used to their bullshit?
This is something I've seen quite a lot of. It's when people try and look super tough on the internet.
You're going to stop recording us.
What the hell are you doing up there, bud? I'm gonna need you to get down, bud.
Stop recording us. No, sir.
You. Calm down, partner.
Why are you on your knees?
Get down, boy. Get down.
Put your shit on.
It's my time to go.
They make it seem like they could beat someone's ass in a fight, but like, this is a video on the internet. What are you gonna do, punch them through the screen? It's funny because one moment they'll make a TikTok saying how you shouldn't mess with them because they're a super tough vampire demon, and then the next TikTok they make is them having a mental breakdown and crying like a toddler because some random person on the internet told them dream gender wasn't valid. Speaking of mental breakdowns, people on TikTok love showing off their untreated mental problems. They like to record themselves having mental breakdowns and temper tantrums, usually over the most minor inconvenience. They will openly display signs of untreated problems as if it's perfectly okay or normal, when any outside observer will look at this and think, what the fuck? Problems as if
I'm not speaking on this one.
it's perfectly okay or normal, when any outside observer will look at this and think, what the fuck?
Guys, I really need some friends. I'm a really cool person. And I know I look weird and I act funny, but I promise I'm cool.
Oh, I don't want to laugh. It's sad.
I have a car. I'll pick you up. I'll waste my gas on you. You can play with my dog. Please be my friend. I'm so lonely.
A lot of people on here are very public about things that probably shouldn't be public. They shamelessly post very private issues publicly for the world to see, and it's just embarrassing.
You legally have to give me a month.
No, I don't, because you haven't paid one brown penny.
I'm not obligated to, and I can't afford to.
Guess what? Doesn't matter.
You can't just tell me I have 2 weeks to find somewhere.
You've had over a month. And
no, I haven't.
Look, you have done nothing but dig your heels in.
Look at that. Look at that person. I'm not here to bully. I'm not here to make fun of anybody. But just look at that person. Got a good look at them? That's what an adult child looks like.
Tell me I have 2 weeks to find somewhere.
You've had over a month. And
no, I haven't.
Look, you have done nothing but dig your heels in and try and make me feel bad about your...
No, I haven't. I've been trying to educate you.
No, your education is brainwashing.
No.
I've been trying to educate you. Honey, those are your parents. They have nothing to learn from you. There are valuable lessons we learn from being parents. But they aren't taught to us directly by our children, okay? They're taught to us by the experience of raising our children. There is nothing you can tell your mom or dad that they haven't heard already, that they don't know. If you think they're uneducated on the matter, they have heard what you have to say and they don't agree. I'm sorry. Figure it out. You are intentionally handicapping yourself by leaving yourself in these trains of thought. I mean, you don't look like you could be older than college. Like, but the fact that you've even made it to college at this point and you're... Come on. You know, come on. Stop trying to educate your parents. They brought you into this world. They raised you. They do not need your education, okay?
It's not. You just won't listen to me.
No, I'm not gonna listen to this crap. Now you talk.
I have schizophrenia.
I don't care what you have. I don't. It doesn't mean we live in squalor. And it doesn't mean you're a bully.
And she's putting all this video out online with no context. No context at all. Like, you know how long you have to try your parents' patience for this to happen to you? It wasn't just a couple weeks. They're not being unreasonable. I've heard this tone before, all right? That's a woman who really cares about her child, but you have driven her to insanity with your nonsense, and you won't listen to reason. She's tried to tell you that the people who are telling you what's right and wrong on the internet aren't actually right. They don't know everything. And you wouldn't listen to her. You want to listen to the internet before you listen to your own mother, and this is the result.
I'm not even a bully. You literally detonate me, misgender me, and tell me that, like...
Apparently it's not clear to people that I am mentally and physically disabled. I can't just go out and get a fucking job.
I just don't understand how someone can record.
Apparently it's not clear to people that I am mentally and physically disabled. I can't just go out and get a
I am mentally and physically disabled. I'm at my job right now. I'm here right now. I'm getting paid to be here. All right. And I mean, come on. I'm getting paid to sit here and do nothing. I'm streaming right now. My boss doesn't know I'm streaming. You know, he probably doesn't want me sitting here streaming right now. And if I ever started getting paid for streaming and I was here, like, he wouldn't want me to get paid to be streaming here right now on his time. But I'm doing it. It's that easy to get a job. It's that easy to get a job. You don't even have to follow the rules half the time. Just do it. Do your work. You know, I'm saying the quiet part out loud. You don't have to follow the rules at your job as long as you cover your ass. Stop holding yourself to too high of a standard. Like I said in my last stream, we're all shitbags. Like, nobody's better than you, and you're not better than anybody. So if you think you're too shit for a job, all of us are just as unqualified. All right? Get off your ass, I say, as I'm here sitting on my ass.
And tell me that, like...
Apparently it's not clear to people that I am mentally and physically disabled. I can't just go out and get a fucking job.
I just don't understand how someone can record something like this, look at it back, and think, yeah, this is good. This is quality content. Bro, I should post this. Bro, what the fuck is wrong with you? What else? Oh yeah, y'all are...
That was actually funny. If you do that kind of shit in public, like, yeah, depending on my mood, I might walk away from you shaking my head, but you were funny. You were funny that day. Just want you to know that. Please. If you feel the desire to act like this in public, I implore you to do so. Let's get an encore from this lovely... She's such a performer, this one.
Think, yeah, this is good. This is quality content. Bro, I should post this. Bro, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Queen.
What else? Oh yeah, y'all are not funny.
Rectangular prisms. Twice. Seems like a lot, but what do I know? It's so fluffy! Chimkin balloons, but one at a time. Lorp. We that we shall eat. Baking a powder.
The tears of racists called out in the media.
Oh my god, bro.
Insert this overused soundbite here. Oh, brother, this guy stinks! I don't have good editing on here. I don't have my files on here, but if I was editing, I would have played that soundbite right then and there. Right to this one. This one.
We that we shall eat. Baking a power. The tears of racists called out in the media.
Oh my god,
But these are just a few of the extra things I wanted to highlight. There are a few other examples of stupid and embarrassing content, but honestly, you can look up your average TikTok compilation and pretty much get the same idea.
Silly black people.
Okay, so before I mentioned the fact that these people like to pull up and have some of the worst opinions known to man, and I kind of want to talk about that more.
So let's have a conversation about why the fuck exactly this isn't okay.
That's the face. Again, you might have heard me say that on my last stream. That's the face. If you know what I'm talking about, you know. That's their face.
My mom divorced my dad.
They'll just make these long-ass rant videos saying some of the
Case in point.
stupidest fucking shit, like how being fit is actually rooted in racism and white supremacy.
Here's your reminder that fat phobia is rooted in racism. The main thing to understand.
Can we revisit that?
Racism and white supremacy.
Here's your reminder that fat phobia is rooted in racism.
Okay, I thought she said it was worse than race.
The main thing to understand.
You know, I try my best to be respectful of other people's opinions, like I really do, but y'all just make it hard for me sometimes. Some of y'all are genuinely dumb as shit. I said it before and I'll say it again. Their opinions, garbage, bro, garbage.
No, look at this one.
I hate it because the person is struggling with real issues and then saw the attention they were getting and they were like, I want that. And then they pretended to have issues as well. And then all of a sudden, no one takes the original person seriously. Until someone comes along that's so many more levels of messed up that they're finally like, okay, all right. You got some real ass issues, right? And then the cycle repeats itself. Trickle down. And now we're in present day. We're so far removed from a real mental illness that people who do have real mental illnesses are just totally washed out to the wayside by all of these people. Like, and even then, those people with real ass mental issues probably wouldn't hold a candle to what people went through many, many generations ago.
Most of these videos are just a bunch of virtue signaling or people with a victim mentality and an obsession with labels. Disagree with any of these people and they start talking about how they're offended and oppressed because they're a 0.2% Italian, mixed race, Latinx, non-binary, Zazam, doo-doo fart sexual with ADHD, DID, depression, autism, childhood trauma, and a fucking yeast infection. These people treat political movements like it's a cute, quirky aesthetic or a fucking fashion statement or something. It's like they only believe certain ideologies because it's trendy on TikTok. That's it. Also, for some reason, whenever they make these videos, they feel the need to talk to you like you're a literal 2-year-old or a fucking monkey or something.
You're wrong. I think it's time for another adult pre-K lesson. What do you think? All right, turn your listening ears on. Zoop, catch a bubble in your mouth. Good job. Okay, here's the thing.
These are the same people who throw tantrums over the smallest shit and dress like fucking clowns, by the way. Y'all really are in no position to be telling people how to act. Seriously though, did you intentionally make yourself look like a clown, or was that an accident?
Pronouns that I use are they, them, she, her, and clown, clown self.
Alright. Do these people just not see the irony in dressing like a clown and telling people how to act? No. I am not taking shit from asylum escapees who look like they're one microaggression away from a mental breakdown. I am honestly getting sick and tired of ugly-ass motherfuckers giving some of the worst opinions known to man. I'm all for freedom of speech, but if your hair looks like the Grinch's pubes, I'ma kindly ask that you shut the fuck up.
Legalize nuclear bombs.
Swag Messiah.
This section is going to be short, but quite a few people on TikTok have really bad personal hygiene problems, and they're pretty open about it too. Just in general, not bathing, like bro, their showers are growing fucking cobwebs, and from the looks of it, they don't really brush their teeth either. Honestly, I'd be shocked if any of these people knew how to actually wipe their own asses. They smell like shit, just absolutely repulsive. They smell evil like the corpse of fucking Malak.
Periods are not dirty.
that myth that periods are unhygienic
They're not
or
haram.
unclean or make you dirty is created by and reinforced by the stigma against menstruation. Also important to note that the vagina is self-cleaning, so you don't have to clean it because it cleans itself.
That's
about it. Keep in mind this video is part 1 of 2, maybe. So if I didn't talk about something in this video, I'm probably saving it for another video. I also did a lot of summarizing for certain topics that I'm going to go more in depth on.
I had a lot
at
of
later
fun with
point.
this video.
Lastly, I wanted to apologize for this video taking so long. I kept rewriting and re-recording the script because I just wasn't happy with the way it was coming together. As I said, it's very hard to summarize the content on TikTok, so that's probably why it wasn't working out very well. That and the insane amount of video clips that I had to look through, find, sort, and edit.
That is some quality entertainment. Yeah, hold on. This is next, because I am a huge Critical fan. I've been subscribed to Critical since his Guap video. I found out about it from Ray William Johnson equals 3. So I'm a longtime fan, and I love commentary on this in particular.
Today I'm talking about slop commentary because these videos are starting to piss me off. I know this probably isn't a huge issue compared to like, I don't know, world hunger, but I just really want to vent and get this off my chest, okay? Before I begin, I just want to say this.
One sec, y'all.
This video is extremely generalized. So just because I bring up a criticism in this video, that doesn't mean that criticism necessarily applies to every single commentary YouTuber to ever exist. Some creators are definitely worse than others. I have no hate towards anyone I mention. This is merely just a critique of their content for the most part. I'm also a fan of commentary and a fan of most of these creators. I just want the content to be better. Please keep in mind, this video is just my opinion, so if you disagree with me, fucking kill yourself. Sorry, what I meant to say was, you should love yourself. Aww. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion, and if you disagree with anything I say, that's fine. This is definitely coming from the perspective of a very frustrated YouTube viewer, so I apologize in advance if this video seems kind of ranty. Also, this video is not made to defend Mr. Beast, Logan Paul, or fucking Yakub over here, so you guys can clown on them all you want.
Hold on, I gotta take a pause on the stream. I'll be back in a